My name is Salima Hashmi. I'm an artist, art educator, and a human rights activist. And I'm speaking to you from Lahore in Pakistan. Lahore is an ancient city and it has many traditions. Among them are the traditions in the arts. And it is interesting that in the last so many decades, it has women who've taken the lead in the arts, both as educators and as practitioners. It's no coincidence that this happened at the time of the greatest political turbulence, when voices were silenced. But it was women artists, women poets, women writers, women activists, who all came together and led the women's movement in the arts. That has continued uninterrupted. And in fact, today, when we are faced with the greatest challenge, which is the pandemic, it is women who are taking the lead. Because art education is really the vocation that women have had in all of these years. They are the ones who staff art school programs. They are the ones who run fine arts departments in the universities. And very often, they take the lead as curators and art writers. And this time has been a time of test for all of us. And of course, for women artists also. Because as schools close down, as fine arts departments close down, women are confined to their homes and they have double duties. They have to look after the children and their education, and they also have to continue their work as artists and make sure that that font of creativity, which is theirs, doesn't run dry in these very, very difficult times. And I'm happy to say that this has been a time of introspection for all of us artists, but also a time in which we take strength from one another, in which we take courage, not only from ourselves and our work, but when we look to our sisters in the villages, the artisans, who really live off the fruit of their labor. And we have been happy that organizations like Carvan and others have really made sure that these women continue to work. Networks are forming between artisans, women artists. And we are happy to state that these networks are becoming stronger. We realize that we all are in this together. We have to survive. We have to look at allied problems of domestic violence, of deep economic misery and challenges, and different kinds of social problems that are occurring because of the pandemic. Women in Pakistan are rising to the challenge. They are pointing out where the problems are. They're pointing out to the government where people of need are. And it is the women actually who are standing in line and waiting for what is due to them so that they can feed their families. It is, I think, a challenge for people everywhere, but more so for women who carry more than one kind of responsibility. And it is for us to form these networks now across the world. So when this pandemic is over, we can ensure that the networks continue, that we continue to give one another strength and courage, and we remain creative, because that is what we are best at. Thank you.